The 100th season starts tonight. I'm the coach, and this is the return of the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight, we kick off the new season with a great one in the NFC North. A potential classic between the Green Bay Packers and the defending champs of the division, the Chicago Bears. I'll be back at halftime with a look ahead to the weekend. But for now, let's get to Chicago and say hello for the first time to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Thanks, Coach. A bit of a sloppy track here at Soldier Field. Still getting some of the wraparound rain bands of a low-pressure system that's hovered over Chicago the last couple of days. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. Brandon Gaudin with Charles Davis, back for our 4th season already calling games together. Hard to believe that. And as we begin 2019, the 100th season of the NFL, it's the 199th matchup between the Packers and the Bears.
Makes our 4 seasons together seem rather small, doesn't it, when you put those numbers next to it? But how about this opener? Last year, it was the season opener in Green Bay, and that was an absolute classic. Aaron Rodgers coming back and throwing the big touchdown passes for the Packers to win.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Give the sack to Aaron Lynch, the former USF Bull. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. And now the offensive starters for the Packers.
Durable and dependable, but also elite is left tackle David Bakhtiari. He's only missed 6 games in his NFL career. He protects Aaron Rodgers' blind side, and he does it so well. In 2018, named first-team All-Pro for the first time in his career.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the 1st.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Check 26, right.
On 1st down, Rodgers. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Rodgers on target here to Allison. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Get ready. Kill. Easy.
On 3rd down, it's Rodgers. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a 1st. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs. It gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Check, check, let them know. Let them know, let them know. Let them know, let them know.
Rodgers now on first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
The goal of anyone running a curl route is to make sure you try and get defenders on your back and shield them away from the football. But sometimes even when you run a good route, the defense finds a way to knock it away.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Rodgers got a man. That's Allison. And down inside the 15 he goes. 15 yards on the play. First down.
Well, he's looking sharp right from the get-go here. Tough division. They needed this kind of a start. But I think this is part of where scripting comes in. We always hear about the scripting of plays, how they're going to be called. Everyone dress rehearses their script, and right now they're following it to a T.
And for that opening drive, so part of the script still to come, right, partner?
Yeah, no doubt about it. We've got a ways to go with that. But you can tell that they worked on the script the entire week in practice, and it's paying off for them.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. Throw left side is complete to Rodgers. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. Geronimo Allison there to make the grab. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them.
Check. Kelly, don't let Kelly. 59, Mike to 59. Check.
They'll run on first down. It's Rodgers. Big Eddie Goldman there on the tackle.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up the touchdown.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Rodgers now to throw. His throw incomplete. Well, this, of course, the 100th season of NFL football, and 17 matchups with historical significance have been picked throughout the season. And this is the first of them, Bears and Packers, the NFL's oldest rivalry dating way back to 1921, with the Packers having the all-time edge 96, 94, and 6 ties. On play action, Rodgers. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard. On first down, it's Rodgers. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Rodgers. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13, it's a first down. 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. He gets this to Davante Adams. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Akeem Hicks. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. 2nd quarter action, 1:56 remaining. A reminder coming up at halftime, it's the season debut of the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, as we look ahead to all the action coming up this opening weekend. Of course, we'll also take a look back at this first half. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. On 3rd down, it's Rodgers, and he works it across the 25.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! 319! 65! 65!
The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we have hit halftime of the 2019 opener from Chicago as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA. All right, we will... Rodgers now on 1st down. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Akeem Hicks, his 2nd sack of the night. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And Adams has it complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, even if he has an elite defense.
Look at the aim! Live. Hey, tight. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
They'll run on 1st down. Rodgers. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Another carry now for Rodgers. And he'll get this down only to the 18. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. And that will be incomplete. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Now Rodgers, after getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And to the 46 he goes and no further. So he is... Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line.
Let's go, baby.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way,
looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Back now at Soldier Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Rodgers now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
12 yards there and a 1st down. To throw is Rodgers. Throwing on 1st down. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he's good. 30.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go. Let's go. 58. 59. Mike to 59. Boom, boom. Back north. Tight up. Big ass.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Khalil Mack able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. Throwing is Rodgers. And this is incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first.
Let's go. 319. Back north. Right there. Check. 319.
On first down, it's Rodgers. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Throwing now is Rodgers. Over the middle, complete. That's Adams. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Rodgers on the money to the tight end, Graham. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that under. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. Past the 20. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up first and goal at the 5. Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game also good for us to get.
Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll get a chance to see Kirk Cousins and the Minnesota Vikings as they match up with the great Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thanks, Coach. Well, both teams were hoping the rain would vacate the Green Bay area by kick, but alas, it's still falling pretty steadily in and around Lambeau Field. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. First down, Rodgers. Valdez-Scantling over the middle. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And that moment we just saw, always so special for any rookie, the first touchdown of his career.
And there's nothing like anticipation, is there? You know he's been dreaming about it, thinking about it. It's been...
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Rodgers. Going to throw again. And his throw is incomplete. Geronimo Allison, the intended target. But now it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot.
Check. Watch 26. Pilot, 64.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll run it here. This is Rodgers. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. From just shy of midfield, Rodgers over the middle. It's caught by Rodgers. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 27-yard line.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
X3, 218,
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game, because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
12 yards there and a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Now, meanwhile,
Check. Watch it before. Oh, yeah.
On third down, Rodgers. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was third and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive was on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
There's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end, and he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Got a man open, it's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams, his first touchdown of the new season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from.
Hey, 626, 319. I got you.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. A final shot before half for Rodgers. Over the middle, Rodgers has it. And able to get this one across the 45. Rodgers now on first down. It's caught outright by Graham. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll run. It's Rodgers. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. They'll run on first down. Rodgers. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Rodgers. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally down at the 32-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Taking it about the 16. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. To throw is Rodgers. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
I think it's okay there they didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Third and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
He's coming. 26.
On play action. Now Rodgers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Rodgers now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. First and 10. Here's Rodgers. Open here is Allison. That's complete. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
Jump out! 54. Blue down. Check safety. Check. Stone, Travis. Hey, black.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On the ground, Rodgers. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It accomplished what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They need to make up some ground, and they did.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe. Rodgers now on first down. Got a man, that's Allison. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on first. Aaron Rodgers, 3 fourth-quarter comebacks last year. That's the most he's had in one season in his entire career. And he's going to need another one right now. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. 54, right? Blue draw, Corker.
Rodgers going to throw. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 more there and another first down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Adams. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Hey, Alpha. 52, right 52. 26. I'm here all day. Hey, number 50. 24. Under 10. Right left. 10.
Now it's Rodgers. And his throw here's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. So now Rodgers in the pack. Down 27-20, a little over a minute and a half remaining. They need a touchdown to the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Rodgers to throw. Throw left side is complete to Rodgers. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run. What they need right now, get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph. The connection made. It's Graham. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. Back to throw, Rodgers. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Vikings pick up the football. And they will take over possession of the football at their 40. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Minnesota,
Hey, everybody, it's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we'll see the veteran Joe Flacco and his new team, the Denver Broncos, as they match up with the great Aaron.
Inside, 319. You got tape. You got tape.
On first down, it's Rodgers. The rushing numbers for Rodgers in last week's ball game. There isn't a coach alive who wouldn't like those numbers. Well over 100 yards and a touchdown, too.
Partner, I think all the coaches who are in that great coaching box in the sky would take those numbers.
So dead or alive?
Either way, they would take that kind of production.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
From the 45 on second down, Rodgers. He gets this to Davante Adams. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 28.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
On first down, Rodgers. And Graham's got it. Complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Throwing is Rodgers. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Now Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So on 4th down, they bring on the Michigan man, Matt Wild, to kick it away. And this will be taken at the 13. A good return there, 17 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your... Over 100 and a touchdown.
258. Get 300. Get 300.
From the 38, Rodgers. That's caught by Geronimo Allison. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And to give this time to the tailback. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9, a first down. The previous run good for 9. His 2nd and a yard. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
From the 36, Rodgers. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here. To throw, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Here's Matt Weil now as he's on to punt for Denver. A reminder, coming up later tonight, a lot of buzz about this game. The Browns, they've been doing some travel. Back-to-back primetime games for them. Monday night, they were in New York. Now the Browns head to Los Angeles to take on the NFC champs, Browns and Rams, an 8:20 kickoff Eastern time, 5:20 in California. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A gain of 13. It's a first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Von Miller came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 22 yards there, a first down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He'll give it here to his running back. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. Moved to a combined 33 yards. I don't know what this says about what I love successful. When the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This is caught, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Jimmy Graham, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys have now moved out in front.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
Here's Matt Weil now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded at about the 28. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had. Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Now Rodgers throwing again to Valdez-Scantling over the middle. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. They'll run on first down. Rodgers. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. To throw on 2nd and 6. Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could possibly imagine, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. We're running the route tree in pregame. You don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime. And we will skip the... On first down, Rodgers. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Rodgers. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there, first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Rodgers now on first down. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Hey, let's go. Hey, defense. Let's go. Check.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And the pressure gets to him again. Von Miller able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the... Here's Matt Weil now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And it's taken in at the 9. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Packers now to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced incompletion.
On 2nd down now, it's Rodgers. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And he's got Rodgers. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. The just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
11 yards there, first down. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 49-yard line. Now Rodgers. Open here is Allison. That's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Rodgers. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Von Miller. Rodgers now on 1st down. It's caught outright by Graham. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another nice gain, 6. Yards there at a 1st down again. The defense might want to wake up on this drive and stop them before that 1st down marker.
Unfortunately, it's easy to grade the defense right now. Not good. 3 plays, 3 first downs. They've got to come up with something to slow them down.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And a second effort gets him in. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers have taken the lead.
In as many coaches' meetings as we sit in, we hear the word fit.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Rodgers. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
On 1st down, it's Rodgers. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st.
Let's go!
As many games as the two of us do, I would hope that one day we'll be able to solve this riddle. Why is it on a hot day that one team has more trouble with the heat than another, and especially when you can't stop a guy running the ball.
You know it's September in the booth, though, when you and I have both removed our coats, and those were gone in the first quarter.
They were gone in the first quarter, and what we're watching now is a defense mentally giving in and sagging a little bit because they haven't been able to stop it.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check, 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 check.
And to give this time to the tailback. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. I think this defense tired of seeing him run the football, and this D-line probably getting sick of the O-line as well.
And as I'm watching this, I'm thinking about a conversation I had with Adam Gase, the head coach of the Miami Dolphins in the offseason. He told me that he asked his running backs each week for their favorite runs. Give me your 3 top runs. And right now, you're seeing a guy that's probably using his top runs to great advantage in this game.
He is in a zone. And they'll get him down right around the 16. From the 16, Rodgers able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. This defense right now back to the red zone. Another touchdown is over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before, and now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing talk to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, break it to football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score and this game's over.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. To throw is Rodgers, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a second effort gets him in. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap.
They'll run on 1st down. Rodgers. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. An 8-yard touchdown run. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Got to be feeling confident they're going to get off the schneid. An old coach told me he calls this a relief win. 0-3 would have been bad. You get to 1 and 2, you feel a lot better, don't you?
That is so true, and you feel better.
On 1st down, Rodgers. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
47's the mic. 47's the mic.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Rodgers. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. From the left hash, this from 37. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Packers, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll get another home date next week as the Eagles will come to town.